What's good? This is Trey coming to you with this quick video. The question I have for you today is, what would happen if you no longer had the fear of rejection? Right? Or let me rephrase that. What if, let's say you fear rejection on a scale of 1 to 10, your fear of rejection, let's just say it's at, I don't know, a 7. What if we could bring that down to a 1? Or even a 2? Or a 3? Or a 0? Like, what if you could get to this point where you're actually going towards rejection? What would happen? Have you ever sat down and thought about that? Let's look at that in regards to women, right? Because the biggest fear I've found that's holding men back from approaching women they find attractive is the fear of rejection. They're afraid that if they approach this woman and talk to her and express their interest or whatever, they will get rejected. And getting rejected does not feel good. But what if I could help you get desensitized to rejection, where rejection is no longer this big deal? That's the problem for most guys, is rejection is a big deal because it's like a big event. But I'm going to be real with you. I get rejected every single day. Every single day I hear the word no. But what do you think happens when you consistently hear the word no? What happens? It no longer has any effect over you because you get desensitized to it. It's no big deal. And so now you can take off the emergency brakes. You see, before, when you're trying to avoid no, you're going to have the emergency brakes on. Like, you're going to filter yourself. You're going to hold back. You're not going to do what you really want to do. You're going to... Bro, we need to get rid of this fear of rejection. Like, we need to destroy it because it's holding you back from becoming the man you really want to be. It's holding you back from approaching the women you want to approach. It's holding you back from starting that business. It's holding you back from speaking up. It's holding you back from all this shit. It's making you weak. It's restricting your power as a man. Once you stop giving a fuck about rejection, once you stop giving a fuck about being judged and all this shit, you can now unleash the beast. That's what I mean when I say the unbreakable beast. Like, a beast is not afraid of rejection. Like, it's not like I'm saying, oh yeah, rejection is amazing. Like, if I could, one of the things I focused on is reducing the amount of rejection. Like, you don't want to constantly be getting rejected. That means you're doing something wrong. But you shouldn't be fearing or trying to avoid rejection altogether, because even the people who are the greatest at what they do, they get rejected. Like, good example, Michael Jordan, he's the best basketball player that ever played in the NBA, but he only made 50% of his shots. That means the other 50% he missed. You see what I'm saying? And then the best, I believe the guy who has the most home runs in baseball, he has the most strikeouts. If I'm not mistaken, I read that somewhere. But the point I'm making here is, even the people who are really good at what they do, they don't make every shot. They don't get a yes every single time. It's just that these people, they don't have no emergency brakes. Like, Michael Jordan is not like taking a shot like, oh, I can only take a shot that has 100% success rate. No, he's going to take a fadeaway jump shot. You know, he'll take a shot on 3 people guarding him. Like, what makes you great is when you can face rejection, face fear, and still go. And then get rejected and still keep going. Like, when Michael Jordan misses a shot, he doesn't go, oh my goodness, I missed a shot. No, my life is over. He doesn't do that. He misses a shot and then he just goes back and plays defense. Like, it's no big deal. So that's how rejection should be. Like, if you really want to tap into your potential and become the best version of yourself, you need to handle rejection. Needs to be like, it needs to be like your bitch, basically. Right? Rejection needs to be like a little fly that just goes right here and you just swat it and that's it. End of story. It shouldn't be this big event that you're, oh my God, my self-worth, no more self-worth. Oh my God, my self-esteem. Oh my gosh, I'm ugly. No, man. That's not a man. Like, women are looking for men. You have to be a man. Like, that is like at the core of this. Like, when I say grounded masculinity, all I'm really saying is being a man. Right? Like, stop. We can't have all these fear of this and judgment on, oh my goodness, what if somebody sees me, or what if I get... Like, that's not what a man is. A man is a man who can step up and things can happen and he just... Okay. People are judging him and saying this and saying that, and he's like, oh, that's cool. A girl rejects him and he's like, oh, that's nice. He does a sales call and the person doesn't buy the product. He's like, oh, that's cool. Like, a man is a real man is just not affected by people's opinions like that. When a girl rejects you, that's her opinion. I can't let someone's opinion ruin my day, ruin my character, ruin my beingness, destroy my energy, my vibe. I should be able to handle tension. I should be able to handle anxiety. I should be able to handle all these different things and still do what I said I'm going to do. I should be able to wake up in the morning and feel tired and still get my ass up. I should go and do my workout today and feel like I should cut my workout short and say, fuck that, and I just go through my workout. I should be able to turn on the cold shower and say, oh my goodness, it's so cold, and I still go in the cold shower, right? I should be able to go and write my goals and say, oh man, I don't feel like writing my goals. I still write my goals. And the same thing, oh, you see a woman and you think, and she looks attractive, you're like, oh, I don't know if I should approach her. I still approach her. That's it. And every time when you don't feel like doing something, when your mind starts talking shit to you and you do it, tell me this is not true. You don't feel better about yourself. You feel more like a man. You feel more accomplished because you didn't let fear of rejection or, your weak emotions or feelings get in the way, right? You apply your intelligence. Right? I apply my I value my intelligence over my feelings and emotions. Why? Because feelings and emotions are temporary. You see a woman and you find her attractive and you want to approach her, your intelligence is saying you should go and approach her, because if you don't approach her, nothing is going to happen. But then your emotions and feelings are saying, oh, but if you approach her, you might get rejected, or what if she says no, or what if she has a boyfriend, or what if this, or what if that, or what if this. That's your emotions and your feelings and your mind talking shit to you, man. The soul, your soul, the beingness within who's experiencing this life, that you don't have the fear. It's your mind that's programmed with fear and shit like that. You are not your mind. And when your body's experiencing a certain emotion and feelings, you are not that emotion and feeling. As I said, it's temporary. It changes. That's why it's not very smart to make emotional decisions, because emotions are temporary. Right? So you become a powerful man when you're able and conscious and aware when your body is reacting to something, and you, the spiritual being within the body, is able to override and still go. Right? So maybe, for example, today, I'm working on this new song on the piano, okay? And, it's taking me some time to learn the song, so my mind is like trying to play tricks on me, like, man, it's going to take forever. Just forget about it. Just do it some other time or whatever. And then my intelligence kicks in and I'm like, do it later. It's going to take forever. Like, just get on the piano and start practicing, man. If one thing I've learned is if you're consistently taking action, you're gonna hit that goal, man. If you consistently it's when people stop. They start and then they stop and then they start and then so that's what slows down the process. But when you're consistent, things start happening, man. And you start to see the evidence. That's why you gotta have an open mind. You gotta be positive, optimistic, so you can see the signs when it shows up that you're moving towards your goal. Like, I didn't really feel like getting on the piano today, but I was like, yo, get on, man, because I want to learn this song. Like, but that's what I'm saying. The emotions change, because when I made the decision to learn the song, there was a certain emotion there where I was like, yeah, I really want to learn this song. And then some days that emotion is not there. So what? Just because that emotion is not there, I'm supposed to not stay true to my commitment, stay true to my word? I said I want to learn the song. Why would I take, just because I'm not feeling it today. And one of the things I notice is like feelings follow action. So sometimes I don't feel like getting on the piano, but then I get on and then I start to get into it. And then the feeling changed, the emotion changed. Now, what if I would have listened to the emotion, the original emotion that was saying, oh, I don't feel like doing it? Then I would have never got on the piano, and I would have never got that practice in that's going to move me closer towards learning the song. Right? So when it comes to approaching women, it's like, yeah, sometimes you see a woman and maybe you feel, oh, it's kind of awkward to approach her, but that's your feeling. That's an emotion that's coming up that's trying to derail your intelligence. Because your intelligence, logically, if you don't approach this woman, then nothing's going to happen, right? If you want a yes or a no, you have to actually approach the person to get a yes or a no. If you don't approach them, you don't get anything. But that's the intelligence. That's why you need to look at things with intelligence, with logic. And then when you do it, even if you get rejected or not, at least you'll have some respect for yourself. Like, yo, I saw this woman, I thought she was attractive, and I went up to her and I approached her. Whether I got her number or not, I love myself. I respect myself because I did what I said I was going to do. And that's the end of it, right? We need to remove this outcome dependence, because if you take the right action, you will get the outcome. You will get the result if you're consistent. And that's what allows you to relax, right? Like that's what allows me to relax, because I know without a doubt that I'm going to keep taking the right action. So whatever goal I set, I know that goal is going to be hit. It's just a matter of time. I understand the metaphysical world and the physical world. In the metaphysical world, I can think of something and I can see it instantly. But physically, it takes time. It takes time to manifest it. However, if I stay consistent and don't stop, you start seeing the evidence, right? When I started up going out and approaching women, at first I sucked. Man. Like straight up, man. Like getting rejected. I was nervous. I could barely hold a conversation. I could barely look the girl in her eye, right? I was basically walking up to these girls like a little pussycat. I'm going to just be real with you. And I'm pretty sure it was bizarre to them because I'm a tall, big black guy. They're expecting me to walk up with confidence, but I was walking up like, oh shit, here we go, But I stuck with it, man. I didn't give up. So now there's that alignment where the way I look and my confidence are now congruent. So now when I approach the woman, it's a much more better response. Like now when I approach her, she's like, oh, here we go. Here goes a real man. Let's see what's up. Not that I get every woman, but I get women. Okay, I get the women I'm supposed to get. You're not supposed to get every single woman. You get the women who are for you. And that's what a cold approach gives you, this opportunity to start tapping into the endless opportunities out there when it comes to women. Like a lot of guys limit themselves to online dating and their social circle, which that's fine. If it's working for you, that's fine. But for me, that wasn't working, right? My social circle, I didn't really have a social circle because I was a shy dude and stuff like that. And then online dating, it was just too, there's just like too much, saturation. At least that's what I was experiencing. And I didn't want to, I saw that these guys, they have these tactics and techniques to get your dating profile perfect. And I was like, yo, that's too nerdy for me. I can't do that. So I was like, yo, and the only thing I was left with really was cold approach, going out and approaching women. And although it can be kind of scary and stuff like that, one thing I always, valued is being a man. Okay. I lost my father at an early age, but I did get to see him enough to know what a real man was. My father was a real man. Okay. He was assertive. He was grounded in his masculinity. I never seen him on no pussy shit. I never seen him making excuses. I always seen him going get the bread, go and make some money for his family. I saw him take care of his family. I saw him, handle shit, keep us safe. I never seen him on no pussy shit. So I'm not gonna be on no pussy shit either. You know what I mean? Straight up. And it didn't really come to, like, I knew not to be a pussy, but I was still had these certain, insecurities and stuff, but I worked on them. You see what I'm saying? I worked on them. And when you work on yourself, you improve over time. You just got to give it time, though. You got to give it time. But it can be done. So I'm telling you, look, man, you can eliminate this fear of approaching women, this fear of rejection. You can get to a point where this stuff is no big deal to you, okay? And I've actually put a program together where I take out all the guesswork, right? So you don't have to like try to figure out, what do I say, what do I do, blah, blah, blah. I've already went through this process, and I've already coached people through this process. So all you got to do is follow the system I give you. You just have to be committed. Like, you have to understand what this is going to do for you. This is going to make you more grounded in your masculinity, more confident, more sexy, right? A better communicator, better social skills. You know, you're going to understand yourself more. You're going to build up your self-esteem, your self-worth. There's so many benefits that come from doing this, because essentially you're working on your character. When you go out and approach women, you're facing your fears, man. You're facing that fear of rejection, that fear of judgment, that fear of looking stupid, that fear of being embarrassed, that fear. But once you overcome all these fears, what do you think happens? You become a beast. You become unstoppable. You become the authority of your life. You start making shit happen. You're no longer hoping for shit and wishing for shit. Like, that comes to an end. You start making shit happen. You want a date, you go out and get a date. You want a girlfriend, you go out and get one. But it's not like this hard, difficult thing, because once you get rid of these fears, you cut them down, now everything becomes a lot more easier, right? Now you can actually enjoy approaching a woman. Imagine that. Imagine you see a woman you find attractive, and you can actually enjoy approaching her instead of getting nervous and, oh my goodness, start breathing so fast, oh my goodness, what? So that's what I want to help you with. So if you're interested, hit me up. I'll give you the details. It's called the Unbreakable Beast Program. Okay, it's us working one-on-one for 8 weeks. Okay, so 2 months. But what I'm telling you is, in 45 days, you're going to be at a great place. Trust me. You're going to be at a place where you're grounded in your masculinity. You're going to start having numbers and dates, and shit starts moving very quickly if you follow the system. But you can't be on no bullshit, though. You got to actually follow the system. I'm going to give you the steps. All you got to do is just show up, make sure you follow the system. Okay, and we're working together one-on-one. So it's not like you're going to have accountability. I'm going to be there supporting you. You're going to get guidance, right? And you're going to change your life, straight up. That's the whole point of the program. It's to change your life, turn you into an unbreakable beast. What do you think happens when you become an unbreakable beast? Your life changes. You're so much stronger. You're mentally sharper. You're more grounded in your masculinity. You give less fucks. Right? You stop caring about people's opinions and getting caught up in drama and all this stupid shit, man. I just don't have those problems anymore. And cold approach, going out and approaching women, is what helped me get through this, because you have to face your insecurities and face these fears over and over and over again until they are gone. And you just, man, it's just so, it's a different vibe. It's a different frequency. It's a different energy, bro. You feel so much better and feel so much more powerful and more confident. And you become more attractive, not just to women, to everyone. People could feel your energy. They could sense your energy, man. They want to be around you, because you are how they want to be. You are freer than